EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hey, they say it ain't over till it's over. And let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
Today.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Walker. Swings this out for Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Walker. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Inside the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing again, Walker on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. To throw is Walker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of...
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Walker. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Walker. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. (21-0) our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hunt is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Powering his way forward. Pass midfield. Devin Duvernay. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well and the back's getting the ball and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first-half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Walker's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cooper's first catch and good for a first down. Now Walker. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Walker. Right back to Njoku. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd down, here's Walker. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Walker hit and the ball is out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson on 1st down. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way?
There he goes left side.
There he goes again.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
68 yards.
and the Ravens just continue to roll.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
Play action now. Walker.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. No gain, and it's second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in.
And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So no gain on the play, and that'll set up second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are pouring it on.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Walker. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Working out of the gun here, Walker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Walker.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw is Walker on 3rd down.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
from 8 yards out.
And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably
Not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Walker hit and the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Inside the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. Zay Flowers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Walker now to throw on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Walker. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Back to throw again. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third. Third down. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right.
Odell Beckham Jr. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now Walker on 3rd and 2. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Walker complete on the quick throw to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Looking to throw. Walker.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Baltimore, that early momentum continues here as they move. Today,
from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
the first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now Pickett.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's Presley Harvin now. Taken in at the 22. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Pickett. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And taken right on the 30. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Pickett.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
This is fielded inside the 5. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He'll get this to his top.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
25 yards that time.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Isaiah Likely
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Pickett back to throw.
Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Pickett now from the gun here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 36 yards.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we have reached halftime here with the
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he's got this down to the 35. Play action. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. To the air on first down with Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Travis Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Jackson. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Jackson's throw brought in here by Bateman. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, 27 yards. And the Ravens have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Under pressure, they got him again. Odafe Owe. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Here's Pickett.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On the delay, here's Harris. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that,
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Operating from the gun. Pickett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He'll look to set up his blockers. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
It's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to.
And got his man complete.
Now he's into the clear again,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing, because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Back to throw.
Pickett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. One final shot for Pickett. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. Win.
So for the Ravens, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week at